One day I went to visit an old friend of mine that had been battling stage 4 cancer. Driving through the back alley, I saw some debris scattered across the road and into the grass area. I got out to clear the path and realized it was pieces of a broken lamp. The ceramic base was still intact. I gathered up the parts and placed them in the back of my truck, and I was planning on dealing with them later. During our chat, his girlfriend brought in some refreshments. When she left the room, I leaned in and whispered, "I thought you two had broken up." He smiled at me and said, "Sometimes things fall apart, but if the foundation is strong, there's a good chance they can come together again." Inspired by his words, I decided to take the lamp pieces to my shop. With the parts that I had recovered and a few spares I had on hand, I managed to restore it. To my surprise, when I plugged it in, it lit up immediately. That was the last time I saw my friend. Every time I look at that lamp, I'm reminded of his wisdom and the resilience of strong foundations.